Hey everyone, how's it cracking? Today I want to run through some basic Nmap commands. This is the tool that you're going to essentially start most CTF challenges with, especially web-based or if it's not file-based ones. So to start your Nmap, first of all, if you want to try hack me or hack the box, it's going to be something that's already in the system anyway, so you'll just be able to start it off with the command straight out the terminal. But if you're looking to do it and you want to scan your own machines and devices for educational purposes, obviously, then you want to make sure you've got it on your machine. Obviously, if you go to nmap.org, you can see this is the latest version. Just click that and download it. But if you're on Parrot OS like I am, you can go into your terminal and you can put in nmap -- version, and then that will bring up and show you what version you've got. And obviously, like you can see there, I'm running off the most up-to-date version. So to get the most out of it, let's put ourselves into root. And and before we start, let's work out what device and machine we're going to go. So there's various different IP scanners out there. I use Angry IP. If you're on Windows, there's various different ones other than that. So here's your range. So once you've opened it and logged and updated it, installed it, sorry, you can here's the range. So I know my range is about here. This is what I want to scan, IP range, and then you can start your scan. I've at the minute got this set up so it's cleaner and it only shows me what devices are open or they've got something on them. So once that's finished scanning, I'll show you how to just do that, because obviously when you get it and install it, it won't. So if you go into the settings, display, when you get it and it's installed fresh, it'll be on all scanned hosts. That'll show everything up, which takes a lot longer. Just put live hosts and then you'll get a cleaner version. So I know I want to scan this machine here, Parrot OS, so 196.8.50.14. Let's copy that IP, let's knock that down because we know what we want to do. So the most basic nmap command is literally just nmap and go. So that basically does the most basic command, just tells us what ports are open, what are replying to pings. You can see there that it's not showing 999 closed TCP ports, so it scans the first 1000 ports and it shows me that the 53 TCP port is open. So some systems, and especially with CTFs, they'll put little tricky things in there. So they'll either do hit on port 1443, so you need to be able to know how to scan all the ports. So if you want to scan all the ports, it's nmap and then it's -p-, and that basically gives us to scan every single port, and then we're away. And see, that scanned all 65,000 ports, and that's what I'm still on. So more commands that you can do to get more information. So we can do things like version, OS. If you go into the documents on the nmap, it'll break it down into fine granular detail. But if you want to just see what service you're running, it's lowercase s v and then your IP address, and then that will run through that, and then once that's finished scanning, it'll show us what version and that port. See, there we go, it's a DNS MSQ, and that's the version of that port. If you want to see what operating system we're on, we can do that, and then we can just add that, and then it's capital, that's not correct, capital O, and that shows what operating system that the port that we're scanning is. Once that comes back, there we go, we can see the OS and service performed, and we're running Linux 2.6.3 Linux there, so that shows us on what we're on. General purpose, and then we can go again. We can also add a lowercase s and s, and that is a SYN scan, which is a stealthy, which does like a half ping. So if it's on a system that you don't want to alert them that you're doing as much of a scan, you can put that in and it'll do a lower case. And then also what you can do is get rid of all of that. And if you want to just do absolutely everything, you don't really care, you just do A, and that's an aggressive scan. And that basically just throws absolutely everything at it in the kitchen sink. And that'll do all the versions, all the operating systems and everything. It doesn't really try to be stealthy. it just gets the information back to you. You press S as well while it's doing it. Oh, it's already done. While you're doing it, press S, it'll give you the percentage and how far it's through. It'll give you a system update. But there, as you can see, so when you're doing CTFs, and when you've got more ports open, things like 80, 8080, which is when things are going to be hosted on a website, 1443 is another one they like to use. So all those different ports have different uses, and that's another thing to get up to understand what each port does, and then it'll tell you what you need to do to try and get that information out of that CTF. Last of all, if you want to speed up your scan, if you're doing quite a big scan, you want to speed it up, you can do capital T4 and that will speed up. You can go up to 5 and then that will speed up that scan as well. I hope that's been helpful, and if there's anything else you want out of that, give me a shout, let me know in the comments, and I can go into more depth. I just wanted to do a basic Nmap guide for some of the most basic commands you can use in it. Stay safe.